Hey everybody, welcome back to Bush League Bushcraft. Glad to have you here with me today. Today's session, I'm going to try to put a slight edge on this old crusty axe. All right, so I know this is not an actual whetstone. Everybody says online that you can use pretty much anything. So I thought I'd give it a go. I found an old Cinderblock, and I thought it would be smooth enough with enough grit to just put a little bit of an edge on this. This thing is exceptionally old, has not been sharpened ever. If you recall from my previous videos, this has not really been a very good axe. And I'll just show you real quick, just kind of cutting. Doesn't do a very good job. So I'm going to see if I can hone this up a little bit. I'll take another piece. This is that pine piece that I had. Just real high level. You can see I'm not hitting it with a lot of force, but it's just not cutting in at all. So not very sharp. What I want to do is take a little bit of my drinking water here. Get the stone a little bit wet. Some say use oil, some say use water. Depends on the stone and the material. This is just Cinderblock, so I'm just going to use water because that's what I have near me. And then I'm not an expert. In fact, I'm Bush League. But the idea is that you want to make sure that you have the axe blade flat and then roll up to the bevel, okay? And then once you feel that, you can put an edge on it. Now, this thing hasn't really been used. The bevel, if you can see, which I don't know if you can, not the very best profile. You can see it's just old. It's got some rust on it. Hopefully that'll help. But I just want to try going a few, see if I can scrape a little bit of an edge on this. So I'm just going to try to keep that angle, bring it up until it stops. And I'll fast forward the next bit because this is probably going to take a while. All right, now with a lot of axes, generally the idea is to do a circular pattern. So I'm going to try to go circular. I don't know if that's coming through, but definitely a much better profile. So let's give it a go. I'll take the same wood so you can see. I can see that taking it a little bit quicker, a little bit easier. So I think you can see that there's quite the difference there. Pretty happy with that. It's a pretty decent edge for what I did. I'm sure if you take a lot longer and go through this the right way with the appropriate tool, you'll get a much better blade at the end. I'm going to just try to sharpen this one more time and give it a quick chopping test. So forgive the fast forward. All right, definitely chopping much better than it was. I don't know if you remember my previous attempts, but definitely much better. I'm very happy with that. Didn't take very long at all. And we'll see what happens if I try to baton the back of it. I know. Bad form, but look at that. That's been used definitely many times before. So, yeah, it's an improvement. I mean, it's not the best, and I'm sure there's plenty of things I could do to make it better. But, you know, with a few minutes and a cinder block, I think I've shown that you can actually do a pretty decent job. As you can see, this thing is just, its protective coating is peeling off. This thing is not exactly the world's best. You can tell from the age in the handle, this thing has just been not exactly the highest quality item, or kept in the highest quality conditions for preserving such a fine instrument of bushcraftery. But anyway, there you have it. Good old cinder block. A few scrapes. Get you enough of an edge, at least to make a difference in some of what you're doing. Appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody.